All right, it is time for another classic starter guide. Today we have one of the hottest games out there. Seraph is an action RPG dungeon loot game, and it is absolutely killing it out east over in Asia, and is now starting to pick up some steam in my neck of the woods. So today we're going to go through how to get started in this game, and of course one of the biggest questions we always get: how can you earn playing this game? So let's start at the very beginning. How do you get registered? How do you sign up? How do you download the game? How can you play the game? What formats are there? So I do have a referral link down below. I appreciate if you guys can use that. It does support the channel. I can earn from referring you guys to play this game. The game sells itself, but if you can use the link and help me out, I'd appreciate it. Go down, click that. It is going to take you over to the Act Pass website where you guys can register here for Seraph. It's pretty simple. You guys know how to follow the link, sign up for something, right? Use an email, pretty straightforward. But let's go over here and look at how we can play the game. So after you sign up, you can come over here to the home website, which is also linked down below. And there are multiple ways you can play. Right now there are two PC or clouds. You can download it, play it like a traditional game. Or you can also click on the cloud game here and play the game in your browser. It will load in your browser, works pretty well. And then it is coming to iOS and Android very, very soon. At this exact second, those are actually disabled. They are not available. They were up previously. The build is complete. They're doing some fine tuning on that. Those builds should be back here soon. So at this exact moment, it's not there, but come and check if you want to play on Android or iOS. They'll be here very, very soon. You can click on those and get the game downloaded or booted up in your browser and come play. All right, so enough with the boring part. Let's get into the game. Once you boot it up, there are 4 different characters that you can choose. You can create multiple different characters, but there are 4 different classes to choose from. We have the Valkyrie, the Necromancer, the Sorceress, and the Barbarian. There is a 5th class here that is coming soon. I don't have an exact date on that, but there will be a 5th class in not too long. Each of these classes has 3 different skill trees that you can choose from. So even within the class, you can customize and build them different ways. You can switch between builds within the class, like by resetting your skill tree, but you cannot switch between classes for each character. But you can start up multiple different characters. And once you choose your character, you will hop in, and the first thing that you are going to do, the first chunk of the game, you're going to spend playing through the storyline, playing through the campaign. The campaign here is 100% free to play and is where you're going to spend the first several hours in the game. The campaign, depending on how thorough you want to be playing through it, takes about 15 hours or so to play through. There are 10 different acts. You can see I'm up here on Act 1. Each one has a different map, different locations. Chapter 1 consists of the first 5 acts. Chapter 2 consists of the next 5 acts. And as you play through this, you will learn to play the game. You will level up your character, collect items, learn how to craft. It will take you through not only the story, it is a very fun, it is really just a great free-to-play game. At this point in the game, you don't use things like NFTs. You're not going to be doing a lot of P2P trading on the marketplace or anything like that. The campaign is really just a large introduction into the game that acts as a whole standalone story. It's a fun, as a free-to-play, it's a great free-to-play experience just playing through all of these acts. I have just started playing the game. I got through the first 5 acts, so we got over here to Act 6, at which point I really wanted to get to the end game and start kind of playing some of those dungeons. Not because the campaign was boring or anything, but because I wanted to be able to make this video for you guys. I need to get my in-game content. So if you are not here for the campaign, or if you're on a follow-up character, so you can create multiple characters, right? Let's say you play through one class, and then you create your other character, and you just want to get your character up to a higher level. If we come to the mall here, there's this item called the Rift Breaker's Gift. The Rift Breaker's Gift is going to instantly level up a single character to level 60 and it's going to skip all of the main and the side quests. You can actually go back and do them. It doesn't take them out or anything. The quests are still there, but you will unlock everything that you would gain from playing those quests, and you will get access to the in-game dungeons and get into kind of the repeatable part of the game. So what is that part? What can you do here after the quest is over? Let's go dive into this. So once you play through the campaign, you'll come to the what I called the end game, and we are going to have basically 3 types of dungeons that we can run in order to help level up our character further, collect a lot of loot, and potentially earn here. So the first of these, the one you're really going to start with, is the Void Realm. When you come into the Void Realm, you are going to get randomly generated maps that are going to have random bonuses. You have different tiers, and these things are going to drop a lot of good gear for you. You're going to get a lot of experience, and you do have the potential to find NFTs here. So finding an NFT drop here just as a free-to-play player is possible. It is extremely rare, though. I wouldn't say this would be really a massive earning opportunity for a free-to-play player, is to come and farm NFTs here. One of the big things that you can get here are called soul crystals. In order to farm soul crystals from these dungeons, you need to have NFTs equipped. The more power on your NFTs, the more soul crystals you are going to be able to find. These soul crystals are going to be things that you can convert into NFTs, can convert to ETH essentially, and you can earn from that. But it's not really a free to play player's earning. So if you're looking at this game from playing as a free-to-play or playing after investing in NFTs, this will be a good area for you to earn if you have purchased those NFTs. The second main dungeon that you can run is the Trial of Heaven. This is essentially your leaderboard area. This is where the cream of the crop has the chance to really get some massive rewards. Every season there is a leaderboard here where the top 100 will earn prizes, and it's based on your class, whether you're running in a group or running solo. This entire game, by the way, can be run as co-op. It plays great by itself. I've mostly been playing it by myself on stream. You guys have seen that, but we've also played some in a group, so you can play co-op as well. There are leaderboards here for both for the week and the season. These leaderboards include things like NFT treasure boxes. So you can earn by being one of the top players in the game. If you are competitive in games, this is going to be an area where you really like to hang out, and it can really bring in some pretty big rewards. And then the third main dungeon is the Mystery of Chaos. And this is an area where you can find unique NFT items. This is going to be the best place to get those NFT drops, but you can only use NFT gear here. So this is an area where you're going to have those NFTs equipped, have that really good armor, those really good weapons in order to enter these at all and find more NFTs. So it's kind of like you get some NFTs, you then have the ability to go out, find some more unique NFTs, and this can be another really good source of earning if you are trying to play the game in order to earn. So you've got these 3 areas where you can play, and these are all these repeatable dungeons where they have unlimited replay value. There's going to be random modifiers every time that you're playing. You can play solo, play with friends. So these are a great chance to either level up your gear or find NFTs. Now, a big question I get, I've mentioned free to play, mentioned having to have some NFTs. If you are free to play, how can you earn in this game? I know that's going to be a big question, so we're going to talk about it. We mentioned we can find some NFTs in that first dungeon, those void dungeons, but not a great source necessarily for earning. The best source of earning, if you're going to try to play this as a free-to-play player, is by collecting loot, and not necessarily NFT loot, but just collecting loot and selling it on the marketplace. If we pull up our items here, there are 2 types of items that you can find. Well, there's a lot of types of items that you can find, but there are some that are tradable and some that are not. For example, this item right here, that I've just kind of randomly chosen here has this little icon in the upper right, or you can see down at the bottom left, it says can trade. So can trade means I can go on the market and sell this. This one right here in the bottom left in the red says bind character. Bind character means this is exclusive to me. I cannot sell this item or cannot trade this item with anybody else. And when you are upgrading these items, you have resources that are either bound to you or are tradable. So like here we see this is a primordial core. This says bind character. If I use this to upgrade any item, that item is bound to me. Even if it may have been tradable to start, but if I upgrade it with one of these resources, it's no longer tradable. It is now bound to me. Then we have the primordial core here that can be traded. So you can either trade this directly on the market, or you can use this to upgrade items that can then be traded as well. Those items can stay tradable. You have to use these items in order to trade. So if we come over here to the marketplace, we come to the market test, you can, there's a whole market here where you can go buy things from other players. So we click on items, we can see like these are the one-handed axes that are up available for sale. And you can get these soul spars down here at the bottom where it says this one is 666. That is currency that can be traded in for NFTs. You can convert it into ETH in order to cash it out of the game. So you can find items in here, even if they're not NFTs. You can find items, you can go on the marketplace and you can sell them. Unfortunately, one little caveat, again, if we're talking about free to play here, in order to sell anything on the market, you do need a stall permit in order to sell items. You can come buy items without this, but if you want to have a booth in the marketplace, if you want to sell items, this is essentially a $50 item. It would be $49.99 in the marketplace. If we come back over here to our mall, we can go down to MLF Street Charge, the stall permit, $49.99. You do have to purchase this in order to sell your items on the marketplace. So there is not really an earning potential if you are not putting any money into the game at all. But what is nice is that you don't have to buy this in order to collect those items. You can go out and farm items. You can farm all these resources that you want to sell, upgrade some items, find some rare items, and you can still go look on the marketplace and see how much all of this is worth. You can build up $50 worth of items, $100 worth of items, whatever price point you are looking for in your account before you go and make that purchase, so that you can very quickly recover anything that you spent in it. So some may disagree that might be considered free to play if you do have to put the money in, but you can get to a point where you have those items, you can farm all of the items without spending anything into the game if you want to try to make money playing this game as a free to play player. So overall, it really is a pretty free to play friendly game. It has a pretty deep quest, deep campaign for a free to play experience. You can play through these in-game dungeons as well. One of them you do have to have NFTs, but the void dungeons you can play through as a free-to-play player, experience that, level up the characters. It is a great free-to-play experience, whether you're trying to just play the game as a game and enjoy it, whether you're trying to play it as a game that you can earn from, and then if you want to get involved in all these NFTs and invest into the game, either for the game experience or to try and collect more NFTs to try and turn a profit. It really has something here that's a great gaming experience for anyone. I've done several streams on this game already, put about 15 to 20 hours in it so far, and it's been a great experience. I have not gotten to the point where I'm trying to earn off the game. I've just been trying to play the game, enjoy it, learn the game, so that I can make guides like this for you guys, and this game has been a blast. I think this is the best Web3 gaming experience just from a pure game. Forget the NFTs, forget the earnings, anything like that. Just from a gameplay perspective, this is the best Web3 game that I have played so far. It's obvious to me why this game is blowing up over in Asia, and I think here in the West it's going to be pretty big as well, especially as more things come out as this is available on mobile. I think that's going to be huge. I'm already playing this a lot. Once we can play this on mobile, once that version is back out, they're gonna have to fire me from work as I'm playing on my phone. But this has just been it's just been a great game experience, and I'm gonna keep playing more. Make sure you guys follow the channel. Let me know what other guides you want on this game. I'd like to do some class guides. I'd like to do some forging guides, some crafting guides into to some of the best ways to get the best equipment. Just the whole crafting system is very deep, and it kind of took me a little while to learn. I finally feel like I'm starting to learn and starting to grasp that, so I want to make a guide for you all on how to do that. We've got all the classes to make. There's so many guides. This game is so deep that there's so much content I can create on it. Plus, it's just fun to play it on stream and see what we can find, see what NFTs we can collect, and I'm gonna have some fun here. This game is legit. It's not just good for a Web3 game. Like a lot of times we say it's good for a Web3 game. This is a good game. This is a fun game, and I can't wait to play more of it. If you're into this game, make sure you follow the channel, hit that like button, comment down below, visit my live streams. We're giving away prizes on the live streams this month. We've got some Darth Squirrels to give away. We gave out $50 USDC streaming this game the other day to one of our winners. We've got some fun prizes. I will see you there.